Welcome back everybody to Binary Bag. In today's video we are going through the latest and the hottest news in the space of artificial intelligence, machine learning, and data science. Alright, our first news is Razer and ClearBot are using AI and robotics to clean the oceans. I think this would be the great initiative in this space by making the earth green. Razer has partnered with marine waste cleaning startup ClearBot to advance the use of AI and robotics to reduce ocean pollution. The pair announced their partnership in celebration of World Oceans Day and is part of Razer's 10-year Go Green with Razer campaign that will see the company make green investments to support environment and sustainability-focused startups. Around 8 million metric tons of plastic is dumped into the oceans each year. The team behind ClearBot designed robots that leverage AI-powered computer vision to identify marine waste and retrieve it to be responsibly disposed of. Next one was machine learning can protect companies from phishing, mobile threats, and plant breakdowns. Security pros use machine learning to boost and automate malware detection, among other things. We also use machine learning against advanced email phishing. I think it's like a combination of cybersecurity. With machine learning maybe like machine security, it's kinda sounds cool. In the first quarter of 2020, there were many emails circulated with a request to transfer money to help combat COVID-19. Through the business email compromise technique, criminals gain employees' trust via email correspondence. They disguise themselves as a third party, contractor, or even a colleague and make targets do what the criminals want. To protect users from such attacks, a security solution should quickly analyze all parameters of the email, including the content and technical characteristics, to detect if it's malicious or not. Machine learning can take care of this. Next on in the list was machine learning algorithm may predict improvements in athletes after hip arthroscopy. Use of a machine learning algorithm may predict, clinically, relevant sport-specific improvements in athletes with femoroacetabular impingement undergoing hip arthroscopy. Shane J., NHO, MD, MS, and colleagues identified 1,118 patients who participated in a formal sports program or athletic activity prior to primary hip arthroscopy for femoroacetabular impingement syndrome between February 2018 and January 2021. Researchers used recursive feature selection to identify a combination of variables that optimize model performance from an initial pool of 26 features and used tenfold cross-validation, with 3 iterations of training to develop 6 machine learning algorithms, which were applied to an independent testing set of patients. Researchers evaluated the models using discrimination, decision curve analysis, calibration, and the Brier score. Researchers considered achieving the minimal clinically important difference in the hip outcome score sports subscale at a minimum of 2 years postoperatively as the primary outcome measure. With machine learning algorithms, we are now able to talk to a patient in the office and tell them what will be their anticipated surgical outcome. Using the machine learning algorithm, we can enter in a patient's age, weight, and level of activity, and the computer program will tell the patient what they can expect from surgery. It can reduce the pressure of the patient by knowing what they are undergoing. Next one was about researchers fine-tune control over AI image generation. Researchers from North Carolina State University have developed a new state-of-the-art method for controlling how artificial intelligence systems create images. The work is applications for fields from autonomous robotics to AI training. In addition, the new approach allows users to have the AI manipulate specific elements so that they are identifiably the same but have moved or changed in some way. For example, the AI might create a series of images showing skiers turn toward the viewer as they move across the landscape. One application for this would be to help autonomous robots imagine what the end result might look like before they begin a given task. Tianfu Wu, co-author of a paper on the work and an assistant professor of computer engineering at NC State, says, you could also use the system to generate images for AI training. So, instead of compiling images from external sources, you could use this system to create images for training other AI systems. It resembles that we can expect more cool things in the future. Tell me, what do you think is the next cool invention in this image space? On to the next news. Machine learning models predict gastrointestinal bleeding. Machine learning can predict gastrointestinal bleeding in patients using antithrombotic drugs better than current risk models, a new study finds. Researchers effectively trained machine learning models to predict the risk of gastrointestinal bleeding GIB within 6 to 12 months of a patient being prescribed antithrombotic drugs, according to a recent study published in JAMA Network Open. The study tested 3 machine learning models: regularized Cox regression, RegCox, random survival forest, RSF, and extreme gradient boosting, XGBoost. They compared these models to the effectiveness of the current standard risk model: Has-bled or hypertension, abnormal kidney and liver function, stroke, bleeding, labile international normalized ratio, older age, and drug or alcohol use. Predictive machine learning models have shown promise in recent studies, from anticipating pediatric blood clots to detecting deterioration in COVID-19 patients. While these models have their limits, continued research shows that machine learning has the potential to be an asset in creating predictive clinical tools that lead to better health outcomes. Next in the list was artificial intelligence can help you understand music better. Algorithms and technology have so far helped listeners to more of the same music. Now, UIO researchers are working on new technology that can get people interested in a greater musical variety: chords, beat, timbre, rhythm, and harmony. All these elements of music contribute to make it sound the way it does. But have you thought about why you like particular kinds of music? Music is a magical thing. When you think about it, when you listen, you feel many emotions. You understand that it is a kind of language, but you cannot see what is happening. For most people, it is a mystery. So says Olivier Lardalot, researcher at Ritmo Center for Interdisciplinary Studies in Rhythm, Time, and Motion. He is developing new digital tools that he hopes will make the magic of music available to everyone. Mirage, a comprehensive AI-based system for advanced music analysis, is a research project at Ritmo Center for Interdisciplinary Studies in Rhythm, Time, and Motion. The goal is to improve computers' capability to listen to, understand music, and to use it to conceive technologies to facilitate music understanding and appreciation. So we came to the end that this is the weekly news in the space of machine learning and artificial intelligence. I will see you in the next week. Until then, keep machine learning.